We should walk decently as in day, not in revellings and in drunkennesses, not in beds and in indecencies, not in strife and in jealousy, but enclothe ye yourselves with the Lord Yeshua anointed, and don't be ye effectuating a forethought of the flesh into desires. Romans chapter 14. But be ye receiving the one being weak in the faith, though not into judgments of doubtings. On the one hand is one who is believing to eat all things, but on the other hand, the one being weak is eating food plants. Let not the one eating utterly disesteem the one not eating, but let not the one not eating be judging the one eating, for the God received him. Who art thou being, the one judging another's house servant? To his own Lord he is standing or he is falling, and he shall be made to stand, for the Lord is being able to make him stand. On the one hand is one who is judging a day above a day, but on the other hand is one who is judging every day alike. Let each one be being fully persuaded in his own mind. The one regarding the day is regarding for Lord Yahweh, and the one eating is eating for Lord Yahweh, and he is giving thanks to the God. And the one eating not, for Lord Yahweh he is eating not, and he is giving thanks to the God. For none of us is living for himself, and none is dying for himself. For whether we may be living, we are living for the Lord, or whether we may be dying, we are dying for the Lord. Therefore, whether we may be living, or whether we may be dying, we are being the Lord's. For into this end anointed died and became alive, that he might be Lord both of dead ones and of living ones. But thou, why art thou judging thy brother? Or thou again, why art thou utterly disesteeming thy brother? For we all shall stand before the judgment seat of the God. For it hath been written, As I live, saith Lord Yahweh, to me every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess to the God. So then each one of us shall give an account of himself to the God. Therefore no longer should we be judging one another, but judge ye this rather, to not be setting a stumbling block or a tripping hazard for the brother. I have known and have become persuaded by Lord Yeshua that nothing is common of itself, except that to the one reckoning anything to be being common, to him it is being common. For if because of food thy brother is being grieved, no longer art thou walking in mindful love. Don't be thou destroying with thy food him for whom anointed died. Therefore let not your good be being blasphemed. For the kingdom of the God is not being eating and drinking, but righteousness and peace and joy in Holy Spirit. For the one herein serving for the anointed is well-pleasing to the God and approved by the men. So then, we should be following after the things of the peace and the things of the building up into one another. Don't be thou overthrowing the work of the God for food's sake. All foods on the one hand being pure are nevertheless an evil to the man eating with offense. It is good not to eat flesh, nor to drink wine, nor to do anything whereby thy brother is stumbling. Thou, a belief which thou art possessing, be thou possessing according to thyself before the God. Blessed is the one not judging himself by means of what he is approving. But the one doubting hath been condemned if he ate, because he ate not out of faith, and everything not out of faith is being sin. Now we, the strong ones, we are being obligated to be bearing the weaknesses of the ones without strength, and not to be pleasing ourselves. Let each one of us be pleasing to the neighbor into the good for edification. For the anointed also pleased not himself, but just as it hath been written, the reproaches of the ones reproaching thee fell upon me.